Okay, so let's just start this off by just telling me your name and what you do in the band.
I'm Michael, and I sing for Michael Relocate.
All right. So where does the name Michael of Myka come from?
It's not really. It doesn't really come from anything. It's kind of just two words that sounded cool together, I guess. I don't know. That's pretty much what we tell people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the lamest answer ever, but that's 100% true.
Yeah,
I didn't come up with
a specific meaning.
Yeah, like the band was named like a long time ago before I was even in it, so I don't even really know the true meaning behind it. But yeah, we always say it's just an audible aesthetic. It sounds cool.
Yeah. All right. So right now you guys are on the Not Your American Idols tour. How's the tour going so far?
This is day 2, and it's been a lot of fun so far. Like the turnouts have been really good. We played in New York. Buffalo, New York last night.
Yeah.
So we're going to Toronto tomorrow, and then we're back in the States the rest of the time. And it's over November 3rd, I think. That's when it ends. It's like a month long. But yeah, so far it's been really good. I'm excited to see how it's going to be in different cities, and because we're going to New York City in a couple days, all the big cities, our hometown, we're finally playing there again. So it should be pretty neat.
So is it you guys' first time in Canada right now?
This is our 3rd show ever in Canada.
Okay.
So we played Toronto before, and then we played Montreal.
Okay, so first time in Ottawa.
Yeah, first time in Ottawa. I like Ottawa. It's cool.
Yeah. So how's Canada treating you so far? With all the shows, how do you guys like coming to Canada?
The kids are really cool. The culture is definitely different, which is weird because I didn't expect it to be too different.
Yeah.
But it's cool. We really enjoy it. We're getting used to the money system.
Yeah.
It's so different than the U.S. But yeah, Canada's awesome. It's really clean. There's a lot of cool places to go, a lot of cool markets, especially in this area.
Yeah.
Cool clothing stores.
Close.
Can't complain. It's sweet.
Yeah. All right. Your latest album, "Lies to Light the Way," is out.
Uh-huh.
Tell me about the album. What it's about. What inspired you guys?
The name it kind of came from experiences that we've been through in the past.
Yeah.
For us, it means we've had experiences with whether it's bad management or bad relationships or whatever happened to the band. And "Lies to Light the Way" kind of is us. It's a journey from us being naive young musicians that will believe anything that people tell us. We've had people tell us oh, you're gonna be this big by this time, you're gonna be making this much money, and all. And as a young musician, you're sitting there this is a lot to fucking handle. This is so crazy that all this stuff is being thrown at us, and all this is But in reality, at that time, we weren't ready for it. We were being kind of dragged along.
Yeah.
And there's some experiences that delayed the process of us getting picked up by forever.
Yeah.
And we're just now releasing our first CD, and we've been telling people, oh yeah, we're gonna have music out by this time, because we had a whole CD recorded prior to any of this stuff. We just didn't feel like it was ready, so we did another one, and finally got it out on a label. But yeah, the name just kind of means the lies that we were told, the things that we were told were gonna happen that didn't happen, kind of fueled us and inspired us to push forward and be the band that we are now. And now those hardships, and even still, if we come through, if something happens to us that's a little rough or whatever, we're gonna push through, and we're gonna use it as inspiration to be a better band. That's what it comes from.
All right. So for right now, what does the future hold for Michael Relocate? When can we expect some new music?
Early next year we are going into the studio. I can't say when. I can't say anything about that. But we are writing right now. So we're really trying to get some cool tunes out, and we want it to be really aggressive and a little bit more poppy in some aspects. Basically what we have on the first CD amplified. Okay. So it's gonna be cool. We're all really excited about it.
All right. What's the most memorable Michael Relocate moment? Either if it was at a show, it was on tour, just out on tour.
I think
the best memory.
For me, one of the best memories was playing the House of Blues in Houston for the first time. We did that in in February with Attila, because we were on tour with them. And we'd never played a show that big in Houston ever. That's our hometown, and seeing all those kids come out and support and go nuts, it's really cool to see. And every time we play a big show like that in Houston, the next time we play in our hometown, the shows are just bigger and better, And we haven't been there in a while, so I'm really excited to see how that turns out.
Yeah, well, you guys get bigger, in between each show.
Yeah, no, so. Definitely. As time goes on, if we play our cards right, it's gonna we're gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, especially in our hometown. So yeah, definitely that was the best memory. It was such a crazy show, and my family was there to see it, and it was just really like I hold that whole show like pretty close to my heart.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That's cool.
So tell us about your views. You know, what does Myka Relocate stand for?
That's a really hard question to answer because to us, we write what we feel. I feel like a lot of artists say that, but whatever. And John said this in an interview we did earlier today, but he said our album is kind of selfish. We wrote what we wanted to write about, and like just it's all about relationships and all about past experiences with people in the music industry and all that stuff. So that's pretty much what we write about. We just write, if we're pissed off, we're gonna write about being pissed off, and if we're happy, or if we're like trying to be inspiring, we're gonna be inspiring to people that are, you know, trying to pursue music or whatever they want to do. Yeah. You know. So I think we just kind of stand for like believing in yourself and working hard and pushing through the hard times.
All right,
that's a good answer. I like that answer.
Yeah, that was a pretty good answer actually. So, what would your ultimate goal with the band be if it hasn't been achieved yet? And if it has been achieved, then just tell us what it is.
Man, I feel like there's always goals for me that I set, and as of recently, I've just been like, you know, like play a show out of the country. Well, we're doing that now. You know, like things like that. Like it's just like every time I set something, like say that I want to do something, it's starting to happen now. So I feel like my dreams are like, you know, getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
But we just want to take it as far as we can go, man. Like, you know, the sky's the limit. Whatever we can, you know, if we can play some cool shows with. Damn, the light just went out. Want to be able to tour with, you know, people that we've grew up listening to. We've done that in the past, but we want to tour with all the cool bands that are in the genre and all the upcoming bands that are in the genre and just get bigger and, you know, and ride it out as long as we possibly can, dude. Like, touring makes us happy. Like, doing this makes us who we are and we, you know, love.
Well, it's motivating. Right?
Yeah, it's very motivating, for sure.
So, what makes Myka Relocate different, you know, and why should people check you guys out?
I think that we have a really good blend of, like, the poppy, like, top 40s choruses. We like to classify ourselves as pop metal. Yeah. We all listen to, like, Katy Perry and Sam Smith and Justin Timberlake, and we're not really ashamed to say it. You know, like, we listen to whatever we want to listen to.
Yeah.
We also listen to really heavy stuff. Like, one of my favorite bands right now is, I listen to, like, Meshuggah and Periphery and, like, Between the Buried and Me, like, crazy shit like that. So, yeah, we just like to be, like, we're kind of technical.
Yeah, I've noticed, like, there's, like, some parts that are a little bit
more techy than, you know, than your average, like, metalcore band or whatever you want to call it. We do that. We also, the choruses are catchy, we write them to be catchy, and we have our really mean one-liners and all that stuff, so I guess that separates us a little bit, you know.
Alright. Is there anything specific you'd like to talk about that I might have missed, or is something you want to tell people that will be watching this interview?
Let's see. I guess just look out for new music next year. We're hoping to get on Warped Tour. That would be awesome. We're really pushing for it. We'll see how that goes. So if you see this interview, please vote on that Warped Tour survey. Yeah, push it hard because we really want to, you know, we want to be there. But yeah, just stay on the lookout for new stuff. I think next year's gonna be really exciting for us.
All right. So, well, you heard it from the man. This is Myka Relocate. Thank you for watching.
Thank you guys.